Hey everybody, this is Dave Blair, and we're getting ready to do the Castle Hot Springs loop ride. This is Jeff on his Triumph Scrambler 1200. There's my Africa Twin. Dave is on his GS 900, F900 Adventure Sport. And Alex, he's on his BMW R1250 GS Adventure. And this is the new guy, Steve. He's on his BMW R1250 GS, and he's ready to go. He's going to be joining us for this loop ride, and again, he's new to the group. All right, everybody's getting fired up, getting ready to go. And we're off. All right, so we got Dave in the front, then Jeff, then Alex, then Steve, and I'm taking up the rear. It's a beautiful day. It's like 80 degrees. It's, let's see, it's Friday, October 24th, and it's 9:22 in the morning. All right, I think I covered all the stats. All right, watch out for donkeys. All right, we're turning off Carefree Highway. I can't remember how far we have to go before it turns to dirt, but I don't remember it being that far. Yeah, that's just a beautiful thing to see. Nice formation. Again, great weather. Man, happy to be alive. Alright, getting ready to hit the dirt. Means we need to change modes. User 2. Let's see who else got to stop to change their mode. I think Jeff does. Yeah. Alright. Yes. Alright, I should be good. Wow, faster than Jeff. There's a look at Steve and Jeff on his Scrambler. And we've got Alex. And Dave is long gone, so this is what happens. Dave, don't stop. There's a happy dog. Brake check. Okay, so this is the Castle Hot Springs loop ride, and this is one of my favorites. even though I've only done it once before, but I really enjoyed it. And it's big bike friendly. That's one of the reasons why I really like it. I mean, you can come out here, slide around a little bit, and have a good time. The other one I really like is the Apache Trail, which is in Apache Junction. And then I also like the Seven Springs out to Bloody Basin. That one's a good one. That's a long one. Matter of fact, this one I think is one of the shortest ones. Yeah, if you guys don't know what Castle Hot Springs is, you can look it up online. It's a resort out here, and it's really expensive. I almost want to say it's like $2,000 a night expensive. But yeah, you can look that up online if you're really interested. Yes, it's very washboardy right here. This will give your suspension a workout. We got mailboxes out here. Oh, nice look at Lake Pleasant over there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yeah, great view. Lake Pleasant's kind of cool. I mean, it's a good lake, but it's a party lake. Oh, I'm starting to get a cramp in my hand. But yeah, it's a party lake, and you know, I used to really enjoy it when I was younger, but I don't really go there anymore. I don't know why my hand cramps up. Now it's my right. When on the way out here, it was my left. But I need to drink some water, I guess. That's the thing about living in the desert. I mean, even when it's not that hot, it's like 80 degrees, but it still will dry you out. Oh my gosh, it's really washboardy. Oh my gosh, somebody's moving a shed. Yeah, there's cows. Oh, there's donkeys over there. There's a bunch of wild donkeys that live out here. Wish my hand would stop cramping. Nah, it's all right. Alex probably has the worst tires for this. I think his are a step down from mine. Oh, somebody left their trailer out here. All right. Just chug some water. That's another thing. I really like having my water in the tank bag. I do have to crack my helmet though to get the thing in there, the drinking tube. Oh, there's the donkeys. Hey, jackass. Wonder if Dave saw him. Usually Dave's going so fast, I don't think he sees anything off the side. That was a lot of donkeys too. nice car. Coming into the canyon. Yeah, this is really rocky. It's not too bad riding on it, but I mean the bike does dance around a little bit, and every now and then you hit a bigger rock and it'll roll under your tire, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I love this part. You got a couple electric dirt bikes, looks like. Sometimes I think that I should, like post these rides on a Facebook group, like Arizona Dual Sport Riders or something. But then, I don't know, it gets to be too many people. And like the last time I went on this one, we're coming into the resort here. Yeah, there it is. At $2,000 a night. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, sometimes I feel like I should post you know, that, hey, we're going on this ride, but then it gets to be too big sometimes. Like the last time I came out here, I think there was 11 of us, and it loses its you know, it's too many people. It's not as intimate, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I like this. A group of 4 or 5 is about right, because we had 11, and when we went to lunch, we didn't even all sit together. It just was a little unwieldy as a group size too. But the reason I bring that up is Steve is new to our group, and he sent me a communication off the video. All these bumps is messing with my phone. Alright. For some reason, it must have hit the volume up button because it got really loud in my helmet. But yeah, all I'm saying is you have to be careful with some of this group stuff. And we've gone on other group rides with the Facebook group. That's a really nice, awesome view over there. Alright, watch the road. You know, but again, it's like so many people, and it's like, I don't know, it's fun to meet new people that like to do what you like to do, but I don't know, this group is really good. Me and Dave, Jeff, and Alex, you know, we've done on a lot of adventures together, and not all 4 of us all the time, but you know, sometimes it's just me and Dave and Jeff, or me and Dave and Alex, but it's almost always me and Dave. But I know he goes on a lot of rides when I'm not available too, because yeah, I have a job that is difficult for me to take time off whenever I want, because I don't really have much coverage. Yeah, so like mainly if I'm not there, stuff waits until I get back, so it's just hard for me to take off from work. But no, it's like days like today, you know, it's just a group of 5 out here on one of my favorite rides. It's fantastic. Having a blast. I got some good music, even though it changed my volume. I got some messages here too, and I can't quite make it out. The sun's on the thing. Well, let me turn that off. Okay. That just changed my music again when I press that button. So I don't know what that was about. This phone mount that I have is really good, but that was like that last time I was here. It's like it's not finished. No, this does bounce my phone around, and sometimes it like takes random pictures and turns the light on and all kinds of stuff. And again, this is my backup phone. This is just my phone for playing music and communicating. But yeah, it's held up really well. But needless to say, I got some good music listening to while I'm riding. Ooh, Sandy. You know, and there's sometimes you just want to go explore on your own too, you know? So if, for example, you watch this video and you're like, oh, that road doesn't look that bad, I have a big adventure bike and I'd like to go out and do it, then yeah, by all means, you know, go out and explore. It's kind of nice going by yourself sometimes, and it's like you're not too far out. If you had a problem, somebody would come along, you know, probably in a short period of time. We've already passed a few cars, so yeah, this is a good road for a beginner dipping your toe in. Just be careful on some of these rises. Don't be going too fast that you can't handle the corner coming up. Somebody's making a video?
You want to go first?
No. Yeah, one of these days I'd like to come out and try some of these offshoot roads, but I've heard that they can be not that easy. So, you know, if you are, stick to the main road if you're new, because some of these you're going to get in over your head if you go down some of these roads that offshoot from this. This is Castle Hot Springs Road, I think, or Avenue, I don't know. A road, I think. But if you stick to this road, this is what you're going to get. Now, I was looking at, Sandy, I was looking at Buckhorn Road. It's a shoot off from here, and it comes in the back of Wickenburg. But Dave said that he's been down that one before, and last time he went was pretty gnarly. So, again, you know, do you, if you want to be adventurous and you want to go off on some of these offshoot roads, but just be prepared that you might be getting in over your head, especially if you're on a big adventure bike. That's just my 2 cents. I remember early on when I had that Kawasaki KLR 650, I was going down some power lines and I ran into a wash, and the sand was so deep, and I decided to turn the bike around, but it took me forever to turn it around. I had to drop it and I had to pull it from the tires while it was laying on the ground just to get it turned around and then pick it up again. I was exhausted. But that sand was so deep, and I just drove into it. You know, again, if you're not aware, you could really get into some, you know, deep sand, and there you are, and you're stuck. But luckily, I was able to get myself out. Buckhorn Road, that's the one I was talking about. That one apparently gets a little dicey. Although, I would like to try it sometime. There's another look at everybody's bike. Hold on. Okay. So they talked about going Buckhorn Road, but we're going to stay with Castle Hot Spring. Again, I've never been down Buckhorn Road. Yeah, so I don't know what it's like, but someday I'd like to do it, maybe on a lighter bike. Again, I'm not opposed to, you know, doing some hard trails. I just don't want to do it on a bike that weighs 560 or 70 pounds. It's just, you know, it's real easy to get in over your head, and then if you drop it, you got to pick it up, you know. So you got to err on the side of caution and live to ride another day. I did almost drop my bike though. I was pulling up to talk to Dave, and I'm like, oh, I got to turn the camera off. I got to turn my music off and all this other stuff, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. But yeah, this bike, once it starts leaning, it gets really, really heavy. But no, if I had a dirt bike, I would, you know, I would try a bunch of harder trails, no problem. But I just don't want to struggle with this. And let's not forget I'm not as young as I used to be. So there's that too. It's like as you get older, everything gets harder. You got to slow down. You know, you fight against aging as much as you can. That's kind of why I'm out here riding instead of sitting around at home. Got to hold on to that youth as long as you can. Man, is it beautiful out here. I just love the Southwest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good forest and I like the mountains and things like that, but the Southwest is where my heart is at. Again, when you strip away all the trees and everything and you can see, you know, for miles in every direction, you got the saguaro cacti. I don't know. I just like it. Maybe I watched too many Roadrunner cartoons as a kid. I don't know. Yeah, these corners are rough. Oh, this is a dangerous one too. You come over that ridge and then it's sharp left. I've decided, you know, just to keep this in automatic. It's done well. I took it over 4 peaks and I just left it in automatic and it was fine. But you know, it's like it's exhausting trying to shift this with your finger. You know, I can change the gear up and down, but it's like it's too much. It's better just leave it in automatic and trust the bike. And again, if the bike is struggling to go up a hill, it'll downshift on its own. So, but the only difference is it can't anticipate a corner. Like if I'm coming in here and I would downshift hard, you know, to slow the bike down if I had a clutch, and then it would be in the right gear coming out of there. But the bike doesn't know there's a sharp corner coming up, so it doesn't downshift coming into the corner. It'll downshift on the way out, if that makes sense. It's just a different way of riding, really. I mean, it's not bad once you get used to it, but there is a definite learning curve if you're coming from a bike with, you know, clutch and shifter, and you switch over to something like a DCT. It's a learning experience, and it'll hurt your brain at first. I can't tell you how many times, like, I wanted to, like come up for a quick stop or something, and I'd go to grab the clutch and there's nothing there to grab, and I was looking for my downshifter. Yeah. People that ride motorcycles and have tried a DCT, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a different mentality. Not to say it's any worse, it's just different. Ooh, this corner's treacherous too. We're winding through here. But man, the desert is so green right now. Again, we had a heavy rainstorm about, was that 2 weeks ago now or 3 weeks ago? I don't know. I lost track. It might have been 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I think it was 3 weeks ago. But I'm sure the water was running through here. Yeah, the whole thing is green, the whole desert. donkey's got to be loving it. They got some nice grass to eat. Some mountain bikers. Looked like they had electric assisted. Wonder if they got scared when Dave come flying around the corner. And again, I try to hold up my hand and arm signals, let them know how many people are behind me, and since I'm last, it'd be a closed fist, but it's hard, especially like if you're on rolling rocks and whatnot. You got to take a hand off the handlebar too. Bitter Creek Lane. Well, there's cows down there at that watering hole. There's Dave. No, that's Steve. Oh yeah, this is the killer view right here. They should have stopped here, but I'll do a quick scan. Oh, there's looks like there's horses down there. I can't tell, but look at it. Awesome. That view is worth it right there. That thing looks cool over there too. It's like there's a little valley inside there. I would like to go there someday. You probably have to hike in there because it looks like there's a little break in between the mountain right there where you can get in there. Oh, there's a cow. He's moving. Hey, buddy. Oh, there they are. Cows. That makes me want a hamburger for lunch. Because I stopped, I'm falling behind now. But seeing a cow run out, that's a little scary because I have hit a deer before on my I had a Suzuki RM125 in New York, and I was riding during hunting season, and a deer just came out of the woods out of nowhere, ran right in front of me. I was probably doing about 40, maybe 35, 40 miles an hour or so, and T-boned him. And him and I rolled over a few times on the trail, and he got up and ran away, and I got up and it knocked the wind out of me. I couldn't breathe, so I sat back down until I could catch my breath. think we go back into a canyon up here. Oh yeah, flash flood area next 3 miles. So if it's a flash flood area, you're in a canyon. Whoa. That could be a bad corner. Yeah, I bet you this was flooded 3 weeks ago when we had all that rain. I think I saw some dust, which means I'm catching up. See, on that corner, I would have shifted down to second, but my bike's still in third. Yeah, I see Alex. Yeah, if I had manual, I would have shifted down there. Woo! Yeah, I'm actually running out of stories, stuff to talk about. But I've been making videos for quite a while now. It's another one of those sketchy corners right here. Yeah, this bike just doesn't have the side bite that it needs to have for these corners and the dirt. These tires, I should say. Yeah, you lean the bike and it just wants to go out from under you. Here's a tight canyon here. Got some water still. Cool. Look at that rock. And it's beautiful back here. Caught a glimpse of Alex up here. This is a great, looks like a side-by-side road. This would be fun on a side-by-side. And it's really cool back here too, temperature wise. There's Alex. It says 77 degrees on my motorcycle here. Yeah, I didn't even bring my drone because I knew we wouldn't be stopping much. And yeah, I didn't even bother to charge it up or anything. I knew we wouldn't be stopping to take some drone footage, but I'd like to fly it through one of those canyons. I think that'd make some good video. Well, one advantage of falling behind and, you know, shooting video and stopping to look over the edge is you don't have to eat as much dust. That is a huge downside of riding in a group off-road. There's just the amount of dust. Let me clean the lens. All right. Yeah. It's hard to keep the dust off the lens. That cactus looks like a moose. Get some air on this? Nope. Uh-oh. See, it gets you going fast and then it come up over a ridge and there's a corner on the other side. You'd think I'd learned my lesson. But you'd be wrong. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to talk about, I don't think. I would like to thank Steve for coming out and joining our group. And hopefully he comes out again. Yeah, the other nice thing about those BMWs is they have linked braking. So when you apply the front brake, it also applies the rear brake. I don't know, that seems kind of cool to me. But then my question is if I jam on the rear brake, can I skid? Or does the rear brake also link the front? Or is it just when you grab the front brake, does it link the back? I don't know. I'm not really a BMW motorcycle fan, but I don't dislike them. I just, you know, growing up in America, the Japanese bikes were always the reliable, you know. I had, see, my first bike was a Honda. Then I had Suzuki RM125, and then I had a Kawasaki KX80, and a Suzuki DR100. And then I got a Honda Shadow, and then I had a Kawasaki Ninja, and then I had a Kawasaki KLR 650, and then I'm a Honda Africa Twin. So every single one of them Japanese. But yeah, I can remember when I had dirt bikes as a kid. I mean, there wasn't even KTM. So, in all the European stuff, we didn't really see. I don't know. Again, it was all Japanese motorcycles, and if you wanted to go off-road, that was pretty much your only option. Oh, this is really sketchy. Yeah, it's sharp and rocky and rolly right here. I can't tilt the bike any to get it to turn. But, you know, the Japanese bikes are still known for reliability, especially in America. Yeah, every time I lean this over, it feels very unstable. Let's see what time. It's almost 10:30. I think we still have a ways to go. Probably another 30 minutes. This has got some get up and go when you get on it, but it's also, you know, happy just chugging along at pretty much low speed. It's got the torque to take you up the hills. see Steve now in front of Alex. Ow, that was bumpy. I'm not sure what my next bike will be, but I'm leaning towards the dual sport. I want to get something lighter and something more for the dirt. But if I do that, that means that I can't really, well, you can take it on the highway, but you're not going to enjoy it. They're just not made for going those speeds long distance. So, oh, my left hand's cramping up again. Well, my right hand's fine now. Sandy wash right here. But yeah, I think I'd like a dual sport because, you know, I haven't killed myself yet. This is kind of nice because, you know, it's a Friday and there's not too much traffic. I was just thinking, oh, I should be riding right just in case there's somebody coming the other way. But, oh, that reminds me, I would like to do this also going the other way. You know, sometimes going down the trail a different way, you know, it gives you different things to look at. But so far, I've only done this trail twice, and they've both been the same way. But yeah, we haven't really had any or much head-on traffic. Curvy road ahead. Trilby Wash. Slow down. can just see for miles in every direction. Looks like they've laid down some new rock here. Getting dusty. But this road is huge now. It's all definitely a 2-lane. Camp spot. Watch out for cows. I would not want to have to hit a cow. It doesn't look like they'd feel it at all. T-bone a cow and he'd be like, yeah, whatever. Why are you bothering me? Meanwhile, you'd have to go to the hospital. Not that bad. I mean, it looks like deep sand from here, but it's not really pulling the wheels around. And we're doing almost 60 miles an hour on it. I mean, maybe if we slowed down, it might be harder, but no, it's not bad. A lot of dust though. Well, there's some traffic. And dust. Alright, horses. I think they have trail rides out here, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like the group's back together. All right, back on the pavement. Wow, it's 10:40 now. I'll put this back in user 1. All right, let me wipe off the dust. Okay. Wow. What a ride. And what a group. Everybody on their big boy bike. All right. So after that, we're going to wash the dust out of our mouth, and then we're going to go get some lunch in Wickenburg, I believe. And I'll probably post a picture of my lunch if I don't forget. All right. Thanks for watching.